Hi everyone, this is Jill Powell with eXp Realty. I'm here today to talk to you from the other hat that I wear in the industry, which is I'm also a certified residential appraiser here in Texas. And so a lot of people want to know, what do appraisers look at in a changing market? And so I have a list of kind of the top 3 things that appraisers are looking at in a changing market to determine the value of a home or property. So the first things we want to look at and notice difference in is the sales concessions. For every purchase deal that we appraise, we are provided the sales contract and we are supposed to analyze the sales contract so we can see what sales concessions are being made. For the past couple years, we saw a lot of sales concessions where the buyers were willing to pay all the concessions, or there were no concessions, or there was an appraisal waiver. But this year, we're seeing a lot more situations again where sellers are paying concessions. So we just compare those concessions, what we are analyzing in our purchase deal versus the comparables that we end up choosing and what those concessions were, and kind of compare those. So we look at that. That's really good indicator of what's happening in the market. And then, of course, we pay attention to all the sales that are most recent and most comparable to the subject. So we determine the market area that the subject's in. We want to be as close to the subject as possible while still having the number of sales within some type of recent time frame. So in every situation, we kind of analyze that and determine what the market area is. Based on how many sales and how far we need to go out, what the neighborhood is like, and that sort of thing. So once we determine the market area, we look at the most recent sales that have happened, ideally within the past 90 days. And in a changing market, we definitely pay attention to the most recent of the most recent sales. Of course, we analyze pendings and active under contract listings as well and see how many of those there are, what they're listed at versus what the other listings are and what they're listed at, and how many days on market they're running on median and average. And so we pay attention to those, but those pending sales cannot be relied on to determine the actual value because we are not allowed to know. In Texas is a non-disclosure state, so the agents can't tell us what that sales contract amount is going to be. And until the deal is closed, it's not really considered something that we can rely on to make a valuation. So we definitely consider pendings, but we can't rely on them for value. And then the third thing we look at is industry reports. So there are industry reports that come out from every board of realtors that we're members of. We can look at the Texas A&M Real Estate Center for news. We can look all over the place for different stats, and we do. And we even look at the market area for over the past 12 months. In every appraisal, there's a market conditions report. So we look at all of these factors. The top 3, again, are we look at the concessions, we look at the most recent sales in the market area, and we look at industry stats and news from the boards of realtors that are local. So hopefully that helped you understand the process of valuation a little bit more. And if you ever have any questions about your own property, I'm happy to help you with any valuation needs, or if you'd like to buy or sell, I'm happy to help you with that as well.